Hello everybody and welcome to Around the Bases. My name is Jake Brown.
And I'm Kevin Good.
And today we're going to talk about baseball, of course, here on Around the Bases. And, baseball this week has been kind of boring until like the past 24 hours. We heard Rajai Davis got signed with the A's, and then here come the Mariners out of nowhere, trading for Giovanni Gallardo and Rajai Davis. So let's talk about the Rajai Davis signing first, because that came first. So Rajai Davis is going to play the outfield for the Oakland A's this year. We don't know if it's going to be left, center, or right. Marcano plays right field for them right now. We got Brett Eibner in center field. Where do you think he's going to play first? And how effective do you think he's going to be with the A's?
I think he's going to be playing left field because that's where he played with the Indians. And Davis, he'll help him, but with like offense, defense, but he won't really help him like win because they still don't have really good pitching.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it would be like a Coco Crisp kind of thing where just maybe trying to help the young outfielders and
develop?
Because he's very skilled defensively. There's no one can knock his defense. Now let's talk about the headline stories of this week. Let's talk about the Seattle Mariners, who in the past 5 hours completed 2 trades. They think, they trade for Giovanni Gallardo. That's cool for Seth Smith. Now it's Lorenzo Cain for Nate Carnes.
No, wasn't it Dyson?
Or not? Oh, right. I'm sorry, Gerard Dyson for. They're almost the same player, except Lorenzo Cain can hit better. Anyway. So what do you think of that?
Well, the Mariners get a good pitcher and a very fast guy. I think he can improve. Gerard Dyson, he can improve his hitting. We know he's very fast.
Yeah, now they're probably gonna move. They're probably gonna put Danny Valencia at first base now, because now you got. Left field's probably going to be Ben Gamel or Guillermo Heredia. And then you got in center field Leonis Martin. And now you got Gerard Dyson in right field. Or they could put Martin over in left or right, because he has the better throwing arm. And you put Valencia in the other corner spot. And then you put Gerard Dyson center field to cover that huge center field that Safeco Field has. But the weird thing is, Giovanni Gallardo, I don't really see him as a starter who can really help the Mariners. You think you go after guys like Tyson Ross to help your rotation.
And also you don't have to trade for him, because isn't he a free agent?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't lose anything. And also, speaking about one of the players they lost, Seth Smith, who went to the Orioles. Always get a left-handed hitter, but they still haven't fixed their pitching problem.
Yeah, exactly. This kind of same deal. The Orioles need a starting pitcher, which Dan Duquette says they're not really going to pursue. And the Mariners need a second starter because of Hisashi Iwakuma going to free agency. So, the Mariners still are they're that kid in high school is trying to fit in with the cool guys, but they haven't really fit in yet. They're just kind of there.
They're just close.
Yeah, they're close with everyone, but they're not friends with everyone. So, but the Orioles are like that kid who just is popular and no one knows why.
Yeah, they do have good hitting, and good fielding. but you still need pitching to win.
Yeah. You may have the best bullpen in baseball, but you may not have the best. But they're on track to have one of the lowest starter ERAs in baseball right now. So now let's go over to the nation's capital for some news. Not really noteworthy, but just kind of news to kind of on the rumor mill is that the Nationals are in on Tyson Ross, which means they might move his brother Joe Ross to the bullpen, or trade one of their already one of their starters in the rotation, someone like Gio Gonzalez or Tanner Roark, which Gio Gonzalez I could see being traded, but they would need to add a left-hander in order to do that, because then it would just be all right-handers. And then there's also a rumor with the A's that they're in on Stephen Vogt and Sean Doolittle, who can help fill some voids.
I could see Sean Doolittle fitting in. Stephen Vogt, I mean, the Nats have a first baseman. Also, they could have Daniel Murphy play first. And
we saw Brian Dozier in the rumor mill with the Nationals, who wasn't really like big, not like the Dodgers, or the Cardinals, who pulled out the Dozier deal because it was too expensive. But yeah, there's been rumors that Daniel Murphy might be moving to first, and Zimmerman might be going to the bench.
I mean, Zimmerman, he hasn't had a good year. He didn't have a good year last year.
He didn't have a good year the year before. He hasn't really had a good year since his 2013 run.
So maybe it will make sense, but I still think you could give Zimmerman a chance halfway through the year, and if he doesn't perform, you bench him.
Yeah. I mean, Zimmerman's kind of heart and soul of the Nationals. He's been there ever since 2005. He was their first round draft pick in 2005, and he went to the All-Star game in 2009 and Silver Slugger and Gold Glove, and instead of benching him for Rendon, they moved him over to first base after LaRoche went back to free agency in 2015. So, I mean, it would be weird if Zimmerman was not in the lineup and not in the disabled list.
Mm-hmm. And Tyson Ross, I mean, the Nats have starters. There's no question about that. They need a bullpen guy. That's where Sean Doolittle will come in. I could see him as their closer, but Tyson Ross, maybe I could see like helping his younger brother, but that's still.
I mean, did you see how the Justin Upton, BJ Upton, or Melvin Upton now, Melvin Upton Jr. Thing went down in Atlanta and San Diego?
I don't think the Nats want to follow that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of a iffy situation, because back in January of 2015, Max Scherzer was signed unexpectedly by the Nationals and then they moved Tanner Roark to the bullpen. So maybe they're thinking Joe Ross isn't necessarily healed, and if one of their starters goes down, he'll fit right in. But then you have guys like AJ Cole and Austin Voth and, guys in the minor leagues who need chances to prove themselves in the majors.
I think the Nats should give up on Tyson Ross and just look for Sean Doolittle.
Stephen Vogt, I mean, I don't know if he should be included. I mean, maybe he does a platoon deal with Ryan Zimmerman or Derek Norris, but because Derek Norris didn't really hit right-handers as much this year, but he crushed lefties.
And that might be the end of Jose Lobaton.
Yeah, Nats fans love Jose Lobaton. I mean, if the team loves Jose Lobaton, I mean, You saw that huge home run in the NLDS that he hit. It was the biggest highlight of their postseason.
There was not very much highlights.
Yeah, you got Daniel Murphy hits too, but
Yeah, and also Trey Turner making good plays.
yeah, Trey Turner's always going to make good plays. This time instead of center field, it'll go to shortstop. So that's going to do it for Around the Bases. My name's Jake Brown.
And I'm Kevin Good.
And we'll see you next week. Bye. It's not turning off. What are we going to do? I don't know. It's just going to sit here and stare at the camera. Maybe if I do this.